Lots of retailers still rely on their sales transaction counts as a proxy or approximation for their store traffic counts. But this is a really bad idea. You see, sales transaction counts only represent those store visitors who actually made a purchase. But what about all the people who visit your store and leave without buying? Without actual store traffic counts, you'll never even know these people visited your store. My name is Mark Riske, and I'm going to explain why using transaction counts instead of store traffic counts is a really bad idea. Here's an example that will help illustrate. We looked at a retailer's sales transactions for a month, and they were 10,000 transactions. This particular retailer was using sales transaction counts as an estimate for their store traffic. But when we actually counted the number of store visitors this store received, we discovered that the real number was 20,000 counts. That's 100% higher than the sales transactions indicated. So you can see sales transaction counts were way off. They grossly underestimated the actual number of people who visited the store. Here's another way to think about it. In this example, there were 10,000 sales transactions in the month and there were 20,000 store visits. That must mean that the unconverted opportunity was 10,000 traffic counts. Well, hey, that's a lot of missed opportunity. Now, it's not necessarily that you're going to be able to convert every visitor who comes into your store. I mean, 100% conversion, that just isn't realistic. But by knowing what your traffic is and comparing it to your sales transaction counts, you'll be in a far better position to capture more of these lost opportunities. And as I said, store traffic counts will always be higher than sales transaction counts. And not only will you discover that there's a difference between sales transaction count and the store traffic count, but these differences can vary significantly across stores. This is another really important reason why you need to track traffic in every one of your store locations. You see, traffic patterns are completely unique for each and every one of those stores. In this next example, we're going to be looking at transaction counts versus store traffic for 3 sets of stores from the same chain. Imagine if these were your 3 stores, and how would you typically think about how well they're performing? The sales transaction counts are indicated by the dark red bars, and they look pretty consistent across all the stores. But again, when we compare the sales transaction counts to the actual traffic counts shown here in blue, we can just see how different these results are, and how different they are right across all the stores. Store traffic counts provide critical context. If you're relying on sales transaction counts to run your chain, then you're flying blind. And so are each and every one of your store managers.